Hello all, welcome to the second tutorial of GMSH. So in the first tutorial, just to summarize, we have highlighted the CFD open form, which is an open source alternative to perform CFD. And for the pre-processing fronts, especially the meshing part, we are taking the help of GMSH, which is an open source software. And in that we have tried the installation of it and we are successful. So after the installation, we were at the screen, right? This is the tutorial 1.0. So what we'll try to do now is to get ourselves familiar with all of the options present in Gmesh. So left hand side corner, it's file. We just click it off. Here it says new. If you want to create a new one, let's click on it. You just give a name here. Let's say some tutorial 2 and all files will work. Then save. Use .geo extension and open the cascade. All the GMSH files will be having the extension of .geo, and because these will be the script files, especially specifically read by GMSH, okay, compatible with GMSH as a better version to say. Okay, now this is the open one. So currently we are at tutorial 2.0. If we say if we use open, then we can click on tut1 and we are there. Again tut2, we are there. And then the next option is open recent. You are having some recent listed here. Then there is this merge. You can merge some two types of files, and there are these other options. You can rename the file, delete the file, remote. Some of the options are important. Like this export option is important. So let's say when you have drawn something, and at the end you can export it as a mesh file. So we'll look into it. The next option is tools. Whenever we draw something, there are many options. Okay, so let's go into the options. You are having general geometry mesh. So all of this is here. So these are the general, meaning the weaving experience, geometry, all about the CAD part, mesh, all about the meshing part, solver. This is a little advanced. We will not be talking in our tutorials for now. Let's see if we get some need or something like that. This is post processing, again not needed. In window, yeah, like we are having other softwares, it is similar to that. And this is the help part regarding the online documentations and other things. So let's go into the modules. Essentially, our fundamental need would be to understand the modules first. They will be having many important things in there. So let's go into that. The geometry part, meaning the CAD part, we can say. Elementary entities. The geometric kernel is already set, which is open cascade. At the beginning of our file, it was set. When we add something, no, these are all the fundamental options that are available. Let's say you add a point. This parameter, meaning you can define a variable. One of the advantages of GMSH is you can work in a script or draw here side by side and both update simultaneously. We'll see how it works. So let's say parameter, any parameter we define, let's say its name is LC, the value is zero point 0.1, label is anything, and we'll say just add. Okay. Now at the bottom, here it is written as edit script. After this main module, no, here at the bottom, it is like this elementary entities wala part. In parallel to elementary entities, you are having this edit script. So you are having all the latest status here. You have started at the program at 22:45, and we have defined this variable. Okay? The parameter name is this. So whatever we'll be doing, no, that will get updated here. Now point, define the location of point. Let's say origin first. Then let's say second point. In the XY plane, I'm trying to make. Okay. xy में 1 1, then add, okay, then x0 y1 add, then x1 y0 add, okay. All the 4 points are here, and we'll just close it off. Now what it says is press shift to hold the position, E to add point, or Q to abort. So when we said okay, it was automatically like E, and now we need to go for Q to abort, and then only this point symbol that is hovering with mouse will disappear, and we want that to happen. Otherwise everywhere we will be having points. Let's see, if I click here, no, there will be a point. Let's say I press E, there is the point, then E, then here is the point, then E, here is the point, here is the point, here is the point, and we don't want that, okay. So with just any kind of random position and pressing E, you can have a point there, yeah. And with Q to abort, you discontinue this operation, you stop this operation like this. Now we again go to the script. This is the habit which is very very useful to see as to where we have gone so far. So we have added this, okay, point 1, 2 is the diagonally opposite, point 3 is vertical, point 4 is horizontal. The rest others are the random points. So what we'll do is we will remove these points because they were no longer needed, and they were the result of an accidental uh, pressing of E or hovering of the mouse both at the same time. We'll just remove the spaces. Actually this is not mandatory, I'm just doing it for aesthetic purposes. I'll just close it off, okay. Now I have upgraded the script. Same thing I need here as per the script. So what I will do is I will just reload the script. Now see, we are having the 4 points. Now both the script and the drawing are coherent. Again let's close it off. Now we have got these points. Similarly you can have more points. Let's add more points then, yeah. Now I need to change a plane. I am trying to make a cube this time. With some 2D I am trying to make some 3D kind of thing, okay. So the point idea need to change. This time we are trying to add points using script, and this is what makes GMSH unique. 7 8. Now I need to change the plane. So what I will do is I will change the plane like this. Let's use it 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, point. Okay. All of the points have been added. I will just save it, Control S, then I will close it, and then I will reload. Do I have a point added? Yeah, I'm having all the points added. Yeah, and the grid has been shown because it is the part of the visualization. It is not that we are having the actual box there. We need to make a box. It is just a representative part of this. So again, a fundamental thing. You use points to make lines. You use lines to make surfaces. You use surfaces to make a volume. Yeah. With this simple flow, we'll just go ahead. So let's draw a line. I can connect any random 2 points. Unlike block mesh, wherein you have to learn the sequence of the points and then only it will, clockwise, anti-clockwise type of things are there. Yeah. So we will do just a second here. Oh my god, it's not getting. Just a second. Okay, now it is working. I will just connect these lines now. Why is not clicking? Okay, it's working. I am connecting random lines to show that it is not sequential, or no pattern is needed to be followed. So, okay. So this time what we have done is we have created lines out of the corner points. Now I will just press Q to abort because there is no longer a scope of adding any line because we are running out of points. Next thing is we will try adding surfaces. Yeah, it is not like GMSH will automatically detect the surfaces. So we need to show, we need to tell it that this is the surface. So where is the surface? Here is the plane surface. We need a surface to plane. Just click it. You click here, click, click and then click. Yeah. So this is the first surface E. This is the second surface. The third one. E. The fourth one. E. The fifth one. The sixth one. Okay. So now we are ready with all of these surfaces. Yeah. Working fine. Let's press Q. We're running out of surfaces now. And in our knowledge, everything is set. So wherever we are creating the surfaces, you will be having a separate amount of these kind of dotted lines to show that these are the surfaces. Now what we will do is we will try adding a volume. Click. We are having a volume tab. Yeah. Click. It should select all the surfaces. Pressing E will create a volume, and pressing Q will stop the operation. Now you can see the tiny yellow dot representing the containment, the volume that we have marked. Yeah. After this, the geometry is set. Now let's say you want to do some kind of cavity tutorial or something like that, wherein you are solving a 2D geometry. So you need to define a boundary condition. Okay, so double click on this will give you this. So reset viewport. This is the normal XY direction that you are planning to have.